Hi, welcome to sunny Bristol. My name is Stavroulakis and I've recently purchased one of the Best Of franchises. Where I presently am, I'm at an event run by Nigel Bottrell, who was the guy who created the Best Of. And funnily enough, a couple of months ago, at one of these events, Nigel mentioned that he was meeting up with a guy named Max from Australia. Now, when he mentions Australia, I was my ears perked up and said, why is he meeting with someone from Australia? What's going on? As it turned out, I then went and asked Nigel. I said, Nigel, what's going on? Why are you meeting with someone from Australia? And he said that he was taking the Best Of down under. At which point I thought, well, damn, that's great. I've got two kids. I've always wanted to go back to Australia. So for me, the opportunity is too big to pass up. I've been in the UK for a long time now. I've seen the Best Of over the last couple of years. I've seen it grow. I've seen very, very successful franchisees making very, very good money, but at the same time helping the local community. I'm very much about helping small businesses and helping the local community, and I'd like to see more small businesses survive. I mean, most of you will be thinking, is the Best Of, will it work? Exactly how good is it? Well, I've spent the last 6 months actually talking to just about every Best Of franchisee that I could connect to on Facebook, and I'm connected to a hell of a lot of them. And I've spoken to successful ones, not so successful ones, ones that are doing really, really well. And the bottom line is, what I found, the most common ingredient is, if you have passion, enthusiasm and love what you do, love helping people and love meeting people, then this is the business for you. It works tremendously well. The reason why it's worked here is, it comes down to people that go into business are usually very specialized in what they do. If you're a florist, you're very, very good at doing floristry, but you're not very, very good at marketing and sales and all the other aspects of what you need to do to command and run a good business. The Best Of definitely helps with the marketing point of view. It's pretty much a one-stop marketing black box. What I think the Best Of proposition does really, really well is help local businesses connect with the local consumers in selling and marketing and advertising and promoting their products and services. Amongst the research I've done over here in the UK, for the last couple of months I've been speaking to a lot of businesses in Australia. Specifically been speaking to my accountant who deals with lots of small businesses who primarily would be the main target market for the Best Of. And what she's finding is that marketing is one of the biggest areas they have no idea about. I mean, they may take an ad in the yellow pages, they may spend, I don't know, 2-3 grand a year, whatever the cost happens to be, but at the end of it, they don't know what the return is. So they're spending this money, they don't know if it's working, they don't know what the return is, so it's a waste. A lot of small businesses, I've seen it in the UK, and I know it's a fact in Australia, speaking to my accountant, that they do not do enough marketing, and I think that is something that they need to be educated on. I think the Best Of is one of the best vehicles to do that. And I want to bring that to Australia. I want to bring that passion and enthusiasm. I want to help the small businesses out there. I want to spread the message. And really, really get in there and help local thrive. It's all about making sure that the big boys do not swallow the little guys. So I can go to my local butchers and I can go to my local florist and I can go to my local hairdresser, and they're all doing well and not being inundated or swamped by the bigger players out there. So why do I believe the Best Of will be successful in Australia? The team behind it. They've run 5 businesses in a row, 5 years in a row. That have been very, very successful. They're a great team, they're a great bunch of blokes, and I know they'll make sure that Max makes sure that this thing is successful in Australia. If you look at the business itself, it's recurring revenue, which is a great business to be in, so it's passive income, which is what we all want at the end of the day. It's about helping your local community. It's becoming about a word-of-mouth specialist. You almost become a celebrity in your local area. If you look at the Australian marketplace at the moment and you look at the competition, you've got things like Hot Frog or truelocal.com.au, but these are all online directories. Online directories are a thing of the past. It's great, you can get on there and free and advertise and so forth, but you need to have a good mixture of marketing elements, both online and offline, and this is what the Best Of provides. It's a great opportunity. It's new. I find that the best time to get involved in anything new is right at the beginning. It's probably the hardest time, but it's also the most exciting time, because if it works for you, if you make it work and it all comes down to you, then you're the one who's going to benefit from it at the end. So why would I recommend the Best Of? Well, I've used it and it worked for me. It brought me in loads and loads of business. you know, working with my local best of franchisee, who was Nick T. I got lots and lots of good leads from Nick, and closed a lot of business, all because the best of. The word got out there, people started to know me and recognise me, you know, calls started to come in, and that was all because the best of. And for that reason, and that reason alone, is why I'm going back down under and taking this, and I'm going to go out there and make it a big success.